for example, in one show we go from Tupac into I Fall to Pieces by Patsy Cline. It doesn't take long to put together, but that's the real fun part of doing it. I work with Queens of the Stone Age, and I'm not really a piano player who fits into that kind, so I had to adapt. Music is all about learning, and music is all about joy. Everybody at that particular moment in their life has a song. I'm a technophobe in a way because I like to buy CDs and books and DVDs, and I like the tactile feel of something, so I never downloaded anything.
Speaking of tactile feel, there's something very unusual is that you love...
I say.
Listen, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen with you.
It would have happened by now.
There's something much more important I need to speak to you about, and that is happening in Australia right here. It's an apocalyptic, absolute disaster. And you should all be in awe of the work that the firefighters are doing. In the face of 7 years of drought here, there are people out there who've lost their lives trying to save homes. There are people who've lost their lives and their homes. And last year's the plight of the animals and loss of their habitat that frankly is on a biblical scale and heartbreaking. Therefore tonight, I will be pledging $1 million to support the Bushfire Relief Fund. As I said earlier, this is a magnificent country that I've been coming through 1971. I love it here so much. To see what is happening here breaks my heart. And so we have to come together and we have to fight. And this is my bit towards it. And I love Australia so much. And to those who have lost their homes, God bless. I hope that your lives will be repaired very, very soon. Okay, so I want to say thank you, Australia, again, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Elton, and I'm here to talk about one of my favorite subjects, record stores. One of my favorite record stores today, Rough Trade in Ladbroke Grove is my local in London, and I love that store so much. You could be in there for a week and still find things that you hadn't seen before. And I love the staff. Chris Summers is the guy who looks after me. And also Red Eye Records in Sydney. I've been down in Australia for 3.5 months. It's an amazing store and a cornucopia of everything you possibly could want. The early days of record stores were always magical for me. And even as a kid, I used to stare at the windows and I used to have 78s in the window and with all the latest titles on. And it's always been fascinating. I love records, watching records go round. I just love the labels. Everything about records are magical to me and have been for the whole of my...
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to iHeartRadio for honoring me this way. Thank you to HER, Brandy Carlisle, Demi Lovato for paying tribute to me. To Little Nas X and Chris Martin. It's very touching and I'm very humbled because when I first came to Los Angeles in 1970, radio was so important. I'd never heard radio in America before because I had never been here before, but it was just incredible to me. In England, we had one station. Over here, you had music coming out of the radio and all sorts of formats, all sorts of styles. I was a pig in shit, basically. But I have to say, radio is such an important thing to all artists. That's where you hear things, that's where you discover things, that's why I like doing a radio show, that's why being played on the radio for the first time, when you sit there and you hear yourself and you're so excited. And it's, for me, what this award means is that I still covet new artists. That's what my life's about now. And when I do my shows, I try and promote young artists because they need exposure. They need the radio. I've had my time, as they say in the sun, and I'm still glad people play my records, and I love it.
New Orleans! Wow. We haven't played a show since the 6th of March 2020. So this is a new experience for us. I've never had this amount of time off in my life as far as playing music, or well, at least since I was 17 years of age. And I have a fact for you. You have been holding on to these tickets for 745 days. And I can't thank you enough for being so patient. We live in funny times, but we're going to have a great time. Here we go.
Life is full of surprises. I have never won an award for a dance record before, so I'm thrilled that I've got this Billboard Award for Best Dance Record of the Year. I have to thank Panal for putting the track together, and for the gorgeous Dua Lipa, without whom this wouldn't have been possible. Thank you so much, everybody who streamed the record, who bought the record, who downloaded the record. It's been one of the biggest highlights of my career, and it's so great to be rewarded by Billboard, because last year was such a wonderful year for me. So thank you to everybody there, and onwards and upwards. There might even be another one, you never know.
It's all so pointless. It is. And I find that humbling, sincerely.
Drop me in for it's hippie bullshit, but it's true.
It's hippie bullshit, but it's true.
Maybe let's try and pick out an interesting chord.
An interesting chord. An interesting chord.
We start there and we work back.
Don't want them thinking we've been sat here doing nothing, now do we, Elton?
It's alright, I've had more hits than I've had hot dinners.
Is that how we define this life's winners? Are numerics so imperative?
I pledge to you, I will do everything I can to help the Ukraine with the AIDS epidemic. I will give you my time and our foundation's money to help those that are sick and to prevent this illness. Zupinimo snid razom, okay?
I'm going to say for now.
Oh, it's so great. I'm so looking forward to seeing you at Glastonbury and having the best time. Never played it, but it's come around at the best time in my career to play it. And we're going to have guests. Well, I can't tell you, but it's a different show to what people have been seeing on the Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, which is good. I didn't want to do the same thing for Glastonbury. I've never been asked to play before, so it's come at a time when it couldn't be a more perfect ending to playing in Britain and than to play at Glastonbury. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got the set list down, I've got the rehearsal dates booked for the guest artists, so we'll just hope the weather will still be nice.
How does one go down whistling down, your collection of songs? How do you go about selecting to giving the people what they want?
Starting the set with a song I haven't played on stage for about 10 years. So we'll see how it goes. You never can predict how it's going to go, but I'm so excited about it.
Elton, can you hear us from Gothenburg? Here we are in Gothenburg with everybody here, waving hello. Can you see us, Mr. Elton?
I can see you.
Yeah! Let's go crazy! Look at these people that turn. Sir Elton John. Hey, look at this, here we go. Elton, we want to say from all of us here, from all the bands and all the artists that you've loved and inspired and helped, we just love you so much. We're so grateful for everything you've done for us, everything you've done for the AIDS Foundation, every time you've been kind to anybody, everything you've done for LGBTQ, everything you've done for fashion and eyewear, everything you've done for sexiness and love and dressing gowns. Everything you've done for music, everything Bernie's done for lyrics, everything your band has done, the thousands of shows you've done. We love you so much, and we're going to miss you so much, man. And here is Gothenburg going crazy.
I love you very, very much. I dedicate this song to all of you.
The reason I started the Elton John AIDS Foundation in 1992 was because in the 1980s, when AIDS was so prevalent everywhere in America and Britain and starting to spread it globally, I did the odd benefit here and there, and I thought I was doing okay, doing my bit. But I wasn't doing my bit. I was a gay man who wasn't marching with ACT UP in Atlanta or New York. I was letting my brothers and sisters down. I was ashamed of myself. And I thought, I've got to do something for people that have died, my friends, people who are living with this horrible disease. And so I set up the Elton John AIDS Foundation at my breakfast table in the kitchen in Atlanta with 2 people. Never did I think it would lead me to a night like this with so many wonderful people and how far we've come.
I hope you don't mind that I put down in words.
The lads have turned up.
And it's now by Ovic, and Hutchie makes up for his error, but then it's fired in. Penalty area, Hutchinson, left foot to left foot, great save, turned in.
Atlanta is a vibrant music city, and I'm glad I went to a vibrant music city. I made a lot of the duets album in Atlanta. I did a Little Richard session there, which was so moving for me. I made Peachtree Road, which was where I lived. I played so many places there, the Tabernacle, the Roxy, and the big venues. It was a very, very creative place for me to write and to record. I love all sorts of things, and I like to mix collections up. I have an eclectic taste, and that's what my apartment was in Atlanta. So if you buy anything at the sale, just remember it's going from one incredibly eager collector who had so much pleasure out of what you're going to buy, and I hope it finds a good home. I'm sure it will. When I started wearing Gianni Versace, it was a great time of my life. He started making all these incredible silk shirts, all amazing patterns, fabrics, all silk, but amazing images. They're just works of art. I just love them, and Gianni Versace was one of my best friends of all time. And so collecting them was just, I never wore half of them. I just wanted to hang them. It was like an art installation with shirts, and it looked so beautiful.
I hope you don't mind, that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the Oh yeah, all right.
All right.
Well, there's that nervous moment when you set a lyric in front of Elton John and you don't know what'll happen, and it's the first time that I've ever done that.
And to me, she's probably the finest female artist in the world today.
It's beautiful, the way it bookends your career and just your rise to stardom, coming out, overcoming addiction, any part of your journey that captivates you still.
I've forgotten about the early stuff so much, and then when I saw the footage of the first 5 years and the records that we made, I was really proud of what we'd done. I was saying, God, we did a lot of incredible work in 5 years, 13 albums, come on. The records were amazing. And I tend to forget that because I don't listen to my past anyway.